Alright, how we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos over here. We're playing TDM on one of these new maps, which I don't really remember the name of. I don't really know most of the name of most of the maps in Ghosts. It's kind of like that snow map, that other snow map, the extinction snow map, the this map, the that map. This is some sort of temple Amazon type map over here. I thought that damn thing was damn C4, but it actually ended up being an ID. But hey, it worked out anyway. Scoop up that field order and let's get to it. This is the first time actually I played this map. I had no clue what I was doing, but man, it ended up working out well. So I was very happy, big fans of this map, just for this game, strictly. And this is also, I think, the score was already updated at this point. I didn't know that though. Not that it matters too much. I was playing TDM, but I had no idea about that. So I remember playing a game, kill confirmed after this, and I was like, what? Like what the what? I want to talk about this game though is DLC, man. I was gonna talk about last week, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because my opinion really shifted already. That just tells you like how quickly things could change. DLC to me, there's a couple games that do it right. Call of Duty is definitely one of them. This Call of Duty don't release a couple map packs. This system works. Like it gets the job done. Do you wish you had other stuff? Sure. Are they slowly kind of adding stuff and changing stuff? Yeah. Now we kind of get like a weapon, with it, and whatever. It's hit or miss. I've never been a big fan of any of the weapons that they've introduced, but I get it. It's not even a big fan, I'm sure the Ripper's a good weapon. I don't really have the time or the patience to go and learn how to use that weapon. I'm still very happy with the SA. I don't know. Most people don't even like this weapon, but shit, it works for me. And I'm trying to see where the hell I could go, and I'm like, oh, that's a dead end. And I see my boy die there. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, let's save you again. The Dipsy do on the corner, but unfortunately, the guy got me. So there's very few games that I get DLC right. The game that I think is getting DLC right the most in this next gen is actually Forza, man. Forza, aside from having you could kind of buy a lot of stuff right at the beginning of the game. I'm not the biggest fan of that. But now they're gonna release this new mappers, new 2 maps just for free, and they're just gonna drop them. Yeah, that's what you want to do, man. You want to look at your game and be like, all right, where are we at in this game's life cycle? This game came out in November. I don't know if they put anything out since then. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I know that, you're looking at it. They come out in November. I don't think they have. And then you're like, all right, dude, people have been playing this game. People probably haven't touched this game in a minute. They don't got too much stuff on the Xbox One to play. Let's go and give them a free map and, maybe a game mode or something. And there you go. And then all of a sudden people get their interest spiked because they're like, oh, it's free? Sure, let me hop in there. And then maybe you slip in some DLC, some paid DLC. And you're like, hey, why don't you pay $2 for this or $1 for that? People be like, well, I'm kind of playing it now. I'm kind of feeling it. Sure, I'll do that. Very, very good. Everybody downloads like the Nuketown 2025 after Black Ops 2. Thing's free. Yeah, if it's free, you're going to get it, especially in a game that you really enjoy. There's other games that don't get DLC. Like, I would love to meet the person who gets like the season pass. The season pass to me is iffy. But I'd love to meet this person who gets a season pass for like Assassin's Creed. Apparently, like this last DLC that they released for Black Flag is pretty good. They actually released it as a standalone. That's how good it is. The Adewale one, I think it's called. Apparently that's pretty good. Historically speaking, they've never been good. They've been pretty bad. Like I would never play any of these. Here's a Ripper. I'm like, I don't even know what that would do with this. I wouldn't even play like one of those Assassin's Creed DLCs. And I love Assassin's Creed. Like I'm all about the Creed. The DLCs though, it's like, you read it, it's like mediocre, average, Nah, I'm not gonna dabble into over that. Who the hell gets a Batman DLC, for example, like the Batman Season Pass? Wow. I think there's precise moments that can come in there. I think when you add story DLC, it's very difficult what you do. I think for the most part, most story DLCs kind of stray away from, and I'm trying to just get this damn girl. I'm like, come on, girl. Most story DLCs, it's very difficult. They try to stay away from like what the actual story was, because that's kind of an enclosed feature. I think a lot of these DLCs are forced too. They release the game and then they're like, all right, well there it is. And someone's like, yo, there's so many copies out there in the wild. Maybe we could sell a little bit more if we made some DLC or something for it. And they're like, well, what the hell are we gonna make as DLC? You're like, oh, well, the Joker took this night off, and then we'll have the Penguin be really bad guy for like 2 minutes. Like, it's forced. It all feels so forced to me with the story-based DLC. And then the opposite of that is, for example, I know The Last of Us had a very good DLC, and I'm not too familiar with that game. I haven't played it. I'm hoping to play. You know, I might get a PS4 for it, man. Straight up, like that might be the game that sells me on it, which is interesting. It's a PS3 game, but they took what like a side character's point of view throughout the whole thing, or the little girl characters. They didn't and expanded upon that as to what was happening. I think either before or after the events of Last of Us. That's pretty good right there. And that kind of leads you to think, I wasn't really playing. That's kind of something they thought of, like, hey, why don't we do this over here? Because if you're, like, releasing your game, already planning on releasing a DLC, that to me is a problem. I never want to find out that my gaming company is like, all right, listen, we could have added this to the game to make it better, but we said, fuck it, we're just going to sell it to you afterwards for a couple bucks and make some more money off of it. Nah. Like, I genuinely want to believe that these Call of Duty maps are something that they've been coming up with this whole time, not maps that could have been in the game, or even maps that are, like, on the disc DLC. No bueno. And microtransactions, I didn't even get to it. Microtransactions suck, except for the Snoop Dogg one coming out. Yo, that shit is that high five. Aside from that, I can't believe people buy so much microtransaction. 33.6. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Everybody subscribe to the channel, all that hood stuff.